Hello teachers, if working with the SIS system makes you want to start singing Britney Spears' Oops, I Did It Again, then this tutorial is for you. This is fixing mistakes in the gradebook, or as I'll also refer to it as, the module on Oops, I Did It Again. In this module, I just want to deal with a few common issues or mistakes that you might make using the gradebook, and I want to reassure you that those mistakes are very easy to fix. I have logged in here as a teacher, John Doe. He teaches at a fake high school, teaches in the sciences group, the geoscience course. And John Doe has a bad habit of making mistakes in his gradebook, but thankfully the SIS system makes it very easy to fix. I'm going to come over here to the grades and click the grades tab, and you can see an overview of the students in his class. You can see a possible 205 points. You can see that John has loaded grades for 3 of the students and has yet to update his gradebook. Not only does he make mistakes, but he's also a procrastinator, which gets him in trouble with his parents when they log in and check grades. But anyway, John has several issues he needs to fix. The first thing is he accidentally put an assignment in the wrong category. If we go to gradebook assignments, you'll see that he created 2 categories: tests, worth 60% of the final grade, and homework, worth 40%. Well, you'll see here in the homework category, the very first test he accidentally stuck in the homework section. So if we open test 1, you'll see that the category or assignment type is homework. So the first thing he needs to do is get that into the right category. Unfortunately, it looks like he can only edit the due date because that's the only thing showing boxes around it. And that is not the case. You can change any of the details of an assignment simply by moving the cursor directly over the top of the word that you want to change. In this case, homework. And I'm going to click directly over homework, and bam, here comes a box that allows me to click the drop down and change the category to tests. If I want to change the number of points it's worth, I had 105 points here. John actually meant to say 100 points. So again, I'm going to move the cursor directly over the number of points, and then I'm going to edit it by changing it to 100. Now you notice if I go over the top of the description, sometimes that will work, but not typically. Okay? You normally have to click over the item you want to change. See, I could rename this assignment as well. I could change the assigned date, the due date, any of this I can change. And then all I have to do is click Save. And we have now moved the Test 1 assignment. We've adjusted it to 100 points and moved it to the assignment type test. So if in doubt, click over the top of the particular thing you want to change and change it. So now Test 1, I'm in the test group, and Test 1 is showing in that area. Okay. Well, the second issue that John Doe had is he needs to change other details of the assignment. He needs to go ahead and change the assigned date as well. Again, I'm on Test 1. All I do is go over the date, click, and I can adjust the assigned date. Again, click Save, and it's saved. Just remember, this cursor isn't a chisel, it's like a scalpel. So you got to be careful where you click. Click directly over what you want to edit. That's caused a lot of frustration, and just want to reinforce that. The third thing he needs to do is go assign grades. So I'm going to go back to grades, and I'm going to select Test 1. As I mentioned, he had already loaded grades for several students. The first thing that pops out is this 105 out of 100 points. There was no extra credit on this test, so John was mistaken, so he is going to delete the 5 points extra credit, and he needs to adjust this score back to 100 points for an A+. Now again, if you click over the 100, nothing's going to happen here, okay? If you click over the grade, nothing is going to happen because those are just byproducts. The 100 is coming from the setup of the assignment. What you need to change is the number of points you gave the student. So if you click directly over the top of the number of points, it turns into a window that you can then edit, okay? And click Save. I believe many teachers have been going over here to the grade and trying to adjust the percentage grade. And the percentage grade is just a computed field. And this 100 on the right-hand side is just the number of points coming from the assignment. Now Monica Chowsky, another thing he needs to change is he needs to exempt Monica from this grade. Monica was out with mono for 3 weeks. It wasn't fair that she would take this test. She is not planning on taking it, so we are going to put a comment in that she was sick, and then we're going to exempt her from this score. Now, how do you do that? I don't want to show an F for her because she is going to be exempted from that. I guess it would work the same way if you were just looking to drop a student's lowest score. Again, move the cursor directly over the points assigned, the ones on the left-hand side, and then you can edit it. In this case, I'm going to put in an asterisk and click Save. Now watch what happens when an asterisk is included. The asterisk is where the points would normally go. This changes the grade to an NA for percent and NA for grade in the explanation. What that has done is completely remove this assignment only from Monica Chowsky's grade. So her total points will add up, in this category will add up to 100 points less than the other students because this grade has been completely dropped from her grade card. Now let's say I also fat-fingered another score up here. Again, all I have to do is click and change the score. It's that easy. Click Save, and we now have a 93 out of 100 or an A. Okay? It's just that easy. Now the final thing we need to do, if you noticed back when I was in the grade book, under Assignments, under Tests, you'll see that I had accidentally created this test called Test 1A, and now we want to delete that assignment. So it should be just as easy as coming over and clicking the delete button, right? Well, look what happens when I click delete. I get an error message. The reason this error message comes up is when I created that assignment and then opened the student records, it actually created a record for that assignment. So not only is that assignment now in the database, but there's a record for every student tied to this assignment. So the easiest thing to do here is just go back to Grades Assignments. This was in the test category. All I'm going to do is modify this assignment. Rather than try to delete it, I'm just going to update it and modify it. I want to, my next test is going to be on October 10th, and the test will also be on that day, so I'm going to put it as due as well. And I'm just going to call this Test 2 for worth 100 points. Now when I click Save, you'll see that this updated Test 2, and now when it's time to assign those grades, I've got a correct assignment there. So rather than trying to delete assignments, if you accidentally put one in, that's okay. Just go up here and modify the details of the assignment to your next available assignment. It's just that easy. You can change category, due dates, the name of the assignment, points. You can change any of these fields. So just make it the next homework or test assignment. Well, that about does it. Hopefully this helps you deal with any mistakes that you might make in using the gradebook.